On this note, let me once again reassure Nigerians that there is no going back on the deployment of the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, for voter accreditation. There is no going back on the transmission of results on the INEC result viewing portal in real time on election day.
We did today, the presidential results is not going.
No,
and that was the first one we've been trying, but others are going. And we've been trying this for over 2 hours.
To upload it.
We have used different internet. And I have used different internets to see if I can upload this, but it's not going.
Network.
It's not going at all.
Madam, do you say it's presidential is not going?
Yes.
So, the BVAS of presidential going is not.
Wait,
presidential is not connected.
The BVAS of the presidential, the result is not. To upload the result is not going at all.
Immediately after the election, I intentionally circulated this video on which INEC Chairman Professor Mamu Yakubu was saying that there is no going back on BVAS, there is no going back on electronic transmission of election results. The reason why I was intentionally circulating this video because I thought maybe when the case gets to court that INEC could deny that they did not say so, or maybe they could deny that this is not according to the law. But I am happy that yesterday and today INEC has acknowledged in the court the use of BVAS as stipulated in the Electoral Act of 2022. However, yesterday and today, they told the court that the House of Representative election and the senatorial election, their result, that they were able to upload it, but that of presidential, they did not upload it. Now, this is a big issue because INEC is just judging themselves. They have told the court, yes, we acknowledge that this is what we're supposed to do. And according to the Electoral Act, that they are supposed to upload it to the IREV. And I was keeping this video in case they would deny this fact, but they did not deny it. Now, this is where the issue arises. There have been argument in the court since yesterday, and it has started again today. And what is the argument all about? The argument is this. The software engineer that came for witness yesterday, in fact, yesterday's court, how I wish the court allow, televising, allow people to be viewing what is going on there. It was like a drama in the court because the man representing the INEC and the APC, I'm talking about their legal teams, the whole question they were asking the software engineer, the man was asking it, and it seems they themselves got angry because they saw that yes, this thing is clear. We are supposed to do this, we are supposed to do that. Now, INEC has said that yes, the use of IREV is constitutional. And the reason why they did not do it is because there were technical glitches on presidential election and all. But the software engineer now said no, it was a sabotage, that he has done investigation, that he is an app developer, that he worked with softwares like that this thing you people are saying that it was a technical glitch. No, it was a sabotage, that this thing was off by a staff, that nobody could just come and make sure that House of Rep result was uploaded, senatorial was uploaded on the presidential election, started malfunctioning. So the argument is still going in court. However, I am happy because I like when the truth is being told. I like when things is being unfolded. And I really want to thank Mr. Peter Obi because this man is making a lot of sacrifice for Nigerians. He's making a lot of sacrifice that people are not seeing now. You know, he is the only presidential candidate that has been going to court every day. This man is in court every day. And that thing is also giving the legal team energy. It's also giving them force. It's also giving them confidence. And let me tell you, if you know what you are looking for, you put your head in the rain and go and look for whatever you want. That is what Mr. Peter Obi is doing. This man has been in court every day. He has been in court. Even though when he's tired, he will be in the Onitsha in the morning. Before you know, in the afternoon, he's already at Abuja. Tomorrow morning, he will be at Lagos. Before you know, he will be back at Abuja. What manner of man is this? So, I'm really glad the way things are going, but nobody is the judge. It is the judges that have the final say. But all we want is justice. So that is it. It might interest you to listen to this video to the end if you have not heard Yakubu Mahmoud talking what he said in this said meeting. Thank you.
To ensuring that the 2023 general election is transparent and credible, reflecting the will of the Nigerian people. The critical foundation for credible election is the voters' register. You may recall that the CVR, which started on the 28th of June 2021, lasted for 13 consecutive months until its suspension on 31st July 2022. During that period, the Commission gave Nigerians regular weekly update showing the progress of the exercise nationwide, including analysis of the distribution of voters by age, occupation, gender, and disability for our planning purposes and for public information. At the end of the exercise, 12,298,944 Nigerians successfully completed the registration as new voters. All along, we have repeatedly assured Nigerians that our process of cleaning up the register is robust. After a rigorous cleaning up of the data using the automated biometric identification system, a total of 2,780,756, or 26% of new voters, 22.6% of new voters were identified as ineligible registrants and invalidated from the record. Among them, double and multiple registrants, underage persons, and outrightly fake registrations that failed to meet our business rules. Consequently, the number of valid registrations post-ABIS is now 9,518,188. In terms of demographic distribution, 7.2 million new voters, or 76.5%, are young people between the ages of 18 and 34 years, while there is a slightly higher number of female, that is 4.8 million, or 50.82%, than male, 4.6 million, or 49.18% voters. In terms of occupation, 3.8 million, or 40.8%, are students. Hard copies giving the full details of the distribution of the new voters are included in your folders for this meeting. The soft copy has already been uploaded to the Commission's website and social media platforms. The Commission deployed thousands of diligent staff for the CVR exercise, and the vast majority of them discharged their duties conscientiously. Unfortunately, a few of them did not. The fictitious registrations were carried out by some of our registration officers involved in the field exercise and could easily be traced. Each registration machine is operated using an access code tied to a dedicated email assigned to a staff. There is therefore an audit trail that gives the total number of persons registered by each official involved in the registration exercise. In some cases, some of them made as many as 40 attempts or more to register one fake voter, and yet were able to detect the shenanigans. As a result, the Commission has so far identified 23 registration officers involved in this unethical conduct, and disciplinary action against this staff has commenced. We shall continue to protect the integrity of our voters' register. It is pivotal to credible elections. It is also a national asset and easily the largest database of citizens in Africa and one of the largest in the world. The 9.5 million new voters have been added to the existing register of 84,004,084 voters. The preliminary register of voters in Nigeria now stands at 93,522,272. It is preliminary because Section 19, subsections 1 and 2 of the Electoral Act requires the Commission to display the hard copies of the register of voters for each registration area or ward and local government area and simultaneously publish the entire register on the Commission's website for a period of 2 weeks for scrutiny, claims, and objections by citizens, not later than 90 days to a general election. Accordingly, in the next few days, the Commission will print 9.3 million pages of the register. The hard copy will be displayed for each of the 8,809 registration areas or wards and 774 local government areas nationwide, while the entire register will be published on our website for claims and objections as required by law. The display of the fiscal register will take place at the designated centers from Saturday 12th to Friday 25th November 2022. Further details, including the procedure for filing claims and objections, will be released by the Commission next week. I would like to appeal to all Nigerians to seize the opportunity of the display to scrutinize the list and help us to clean it up further so that the final register of voters for the 2023 general election can be compiled and published. The Commission is also working hard to ensure the completion of printing of the remaining PVCs for new voters, as well as those that applied for transfer or the replacement of their lost or damaged cards. In the coming days, we'll also inform Nigerians of the detailed plan to ensure a seamless collection of the PVCs. We are aware that Nigerians expect an improvement in the procedure for PVC collection. Since the end of the CVR in July this year, we have been working to ensure that citizens have a pleasant experience when they come to collect their PVCs. Beyond the voters register and the compilation and the presentation of the PVCs, the Commission has released the timetable and schedule of activities for the 3 off-cycle governorship elections in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi states. The 3 elections will now hold on Saturday, 11th November 2022. We had to release the timetable yesterday because under the new Electoral Act, the first activity is the publication of the notice for the election. And the law requires that that should be done not later than 360 days before the date fixed for the election. So on November the 14th, we'll publish the statutory notice for the conduct of off-cycle elections in these 3 states, not later than 90 days before the election. Again, hard copies of the timetable are included in your folders for this meeting and also already published on our website and social media platforms. Last week, the Commission cautioned political parties, candidates and their supporters to eschew violence during the electioneering campaign. The statement was necessary against the background of clashes among supporters of different political parties, including allegations of denial of access to public facilities and the destruction of billboards and other outdoor campaign materials by act of thuggery. The campaigns have just begun. As party leaders, you should remain committed to peaceful electioneering. We'll continue to work together to remove encumbrances to the right of parties and candidates to freely canvass for the support of the electorate. The Commission will continue to track the campaigns and will not hesitate to initiate the process of prosecution of violators as provided by law. It is clear to the Commission that as the general election approaches, there will be need to meet more frequently with leaders of political parties. We hope that in spite of your campaign activities, you will oblige us. In fact, we plan to invite you very soon for a discussion on political rallies and the issue of campaign finance, including the limits on expenses set by the Commission, which the law says it should be done in consultation with the political parties. So if we invite you again, maybe as early as next week, please oblige us in spite of your busy campaign schedules. We are also going to invite you next week to inspect samples of the materials to be used for the general election as required by Section 42 of the Electoral Act. So kindly oblige us. We'll send letters of invitation to all the political parties as required by law, and the inspection will take place in this hall, so that thereafter we can speedily commence the process of printing over 570 million ballot papers for the 2023 general elections. By the time you add the result sheets and other forms and envelopes that we are going to print, we'll print close to 1 billion ballot papers, result sheets, and other materials. So the earlier we start this, the better. And from today, we only have 4 months and 1 day to the next general election. So on this note, I want to thank our distinguished party leaders as chairman, as party leaders, and I have seen 5 presidential candidates already in this hall. So I welcome you to this meeting, and I thank you all, and God.
Thank you so much. I am glad you watched to the end of this video. Our mission is to make sure that we live in a society where justice will prevail. And that is why we talk reality out of issues, and we put things as it is. We don't compromise everything we say, and we don't talk out of emotions. So we say things as it is. Thank you so much for having time to listen to this video. Please kindly share this video if you like it. Subscribe to this channel if you have not, and above all, always come by for daily updates. See you on my next video. Thank you.